woman can do, a man can do better. And the results are in! USA Today has named former man and current Assistant Health Secretary Rachel Levine as one of its Women of the Year. And we've named USA Today as the Propaganda Outlet of the Year. But enough about them and more about Rachel, because ladies first, right guys? With Rachel Levine winning a spot in USA Today's Women of the Year, what are her accomplishments? Well, being diverse enough to be picked by a president who doesn't pick people based on their accomplishments, but rather picks people based on their skin color and what they say their gender is. Quite the accomplishment, Rachel. Congratulations on being so empowered that you're being used by a patriarchal white man to fill out his diversity profile so he can look better in the eyes of other people who are also out of touch with reality. And to all the women who have always been women that Rachel beat out for this top honor, sorry. You are simply not good enough. Is this women's empowerment? No, but we sure want you to think it is. Is it patriarchal empowerment, where men can now beat women out for women's positions while masquerading it as women's empowerment? Yes, but we'll censor you if you point that out. The same way the most neutered platform on the internet, Twitter, censored and suspended Matt Walsh for not denying objective reality when he tweeted, "The greatest Jeopardy champion of all time is a man. The top female college swimmer is a man. The first female 4-star admiral in public health service is a man. Men have dominated female high school track and the female MMA circuit. The patriarchy wins in the end." Matt Walsh, these men say they're women now, and they are, because this is what we're doing. Welcome to the new America, Matt. Objective truth isn't part of what we're doing. This just in! The nation's top female college swimmer has a penis. That's cool. I think this teaches us a lesson that any woman with a penis is superior to a woman without a penis. Accordingly, the Babylon Bee portrays how little girls should now adjust their dreams as the sanctity of women's sports and positions is being invaded by penises. Speaking of the Babylon Bee, inspired by the spirit of USA Today's pick for Women of the Year, they've named the following people as their Women of the Year: Hulk Hogan, Justin Trudeau, and Stephen Colbert, saying of the late-night propagandist, he's kind, gentle, and not funny, just like a woman. Back to USA Today's Women of the Year. Aside from Rachel Levine, some of their other stellar picks that set great examples for girls to aspire down to are Simone Biles, who quit in the middle of the Olympics. Girls at home, taking a stance for feeling significant by victimizing yourself while celebrating it under the guise of mental health promotion is a way you can disempower yourself too. Kamala Harris made the list. She's achieved far worse approval ratings than any male vice president ever could. And Melinda Gates. She commits crimes against humanity better than most men and all other women. But aside from nothing constructive, what are we learning from men rising to the highest ranks of womanhood? Well, we can look to the example of Caitlyn Jenner for these answers. After winning the 1976 men's decathlon, she was named Woman of the Year in 2015. After having not even been a woman for a full year. Now the important lesson here is that as soon as a man becomes a woman, they instantly get elevated to Women of the Year status because they simply do it much better than women. That's the message. Are you going to stand for it, ladies? Yes, you are, because you're too weak to do anything about it. But do you know who would never tolerate such oppression? These ladies. They're stronger than you, so they would never stand for it. So why don't you get back in the kitchen where you belong and let these ladies take care of business? We can conclude that women's empowerment has never been better since biological males started taking over it. That's it for tonight's special report on the Woman of the Year. Congrats to Rachel Levine for winning, and our condolences to women's rights for losing. Tune in tomorrow night where we'll be destroying even more objective truth as a way of controlling your mind. Good night. What's up, my friend? If you're not already on my Awakened Warrior newsletter list, don't get left behind. It's the only way you and I can ensure we stay connected, because unfortunately social media doesn't really ensure that anymore. So you can join me on my newsletter at awakenwithjp.com/join me. See you on the inside. Oh yeah, this is Wally. He will bite you, so beware. Which brings me to my next point. I want to thank the sponsor of today's video,